So in today's video, I got you guys with a high kill Rebirth Island win and my updated controller settings for Warzone. I got you guys with my dead zone settings, my movement settings, my sensitivity settings, basically everything you guys need to be cracked at Warzone, man. But before we get into that, I want to shout out these 3 people for commenting on my last video. If you guys would ever want to shout out in a future video, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button and go down below and comment your opinions of the video. Like I said, I got you guys with a high kill Rebirth win and my updated controller settings today, so let's get right into it. Just before I go, what's up, bro? How's that kid not dead? I'm not gonna get that kill, watch. I'm gonna make sure he loses this next fight and he's out of my game. I haven't shot him for like a year ago. Maybe that's why my lobby's sweaty as hell. Like, I mean, maybe not like forever, but for a while, I f*** your lobbies. That's the same kid, bro. I've killed him like 5 times now. He's probably... Oh my god! I didn't know that gun was a burst. Holy...
Cara, vai tomar.
Blah, blah, blah.
Acabou a bala.
You are fucking dog. You are fucking dog. Get fucking smoked, idiot. Tries to wait in a corner for me, bro.
You're cheating.
Alright, bro. I literally just shot you in the back. Bro, turn on him. That kid got he's pissed. He's still watching me. He's fucking upset. His ego's hurt.
You're cheating, and I'm gonna.
You're cheating.
Yeah.
Nobody has a gas mask for me, bro. I know there's just rats camping in here. Last two guys got to be chilling in these houses. Get out of here. Little 24. Get out of here. So I hope you guys enjoyed that high kill Rebirth Island win. If you did, make sure you leave a like, and we're going to go ahead and get into my Warzone settings, man. So first off, we're going to go over to our graphics tab for my PC players. If you guys want my graphics settings, we're going to get into that first. Obviously, we want our display mode to be full screen. I use a 144 refresh rate because my monitor is 144 hertz. So whatever monitor you have, that's what your refresh rate should be. Render resolution, we always want to keep this at 100. For my display, I just have a 1920 by 1080 monitor. That's the native resolution for my monitor. Everything else, I believe, is going to be default. For my frame rate limit, I have 130. Even though I have a 144 hertz monitor, I keep it at 130, so I have a steady FPS, and it doesn't really go up or down any. Brightness, I have at 55. This is just a random number that I felt the most best with. You can put your brightness on whatever you want, but personally, I like to keep it around 55 to 60 area. For my quality settings, this is also for you PC players. FOV, I use a 120 FOV. I want the max FOV. Console players, I know you guys are capped at 60, but PC gets 120. If you're on PC, man, make sure you have ADS field of view affected. This is going to make your ADS field of view and your FOV in-game coincide with each other, so your recoil is going to go down a lot. You're going to have basically no visual recoil like you would if you were on a lower FOV. Definitely make sure you put on affected. For my camera movement, this is for PC and console. Definitely make sure you have it on 50%, which is the least. This is going to make sure your camera isn't shaking around like crazy when you're running around in Warzone. And for my details and textures, I believe everything is on low or disabled. This is just to make your PC run the best and get you the most frames. Most of this stuff you really don't need to turn on, and your game is still going to look really good. Filmic Strength, I put this on 1. This helps with some of the blurry images in-game. Everything else is disabled, except for these two right here. These are very important settings if you're on PC. Your spot shadows and your sun shadows. Definitely make sure you guys make these enabled. They don't affect your FPS at all, and they make your game look a lot better. For interface, I don't think I've changed any of this except for the colorblind type. I put on Tritanopia just because it looks cool. I'm not actually colorblind, so if you want to try that out, I think it makes the game look cool, but everything else is going to be on default. If you guys do want my audio settings, I have a 40 master volume. I play on boost high. That's just the one I'm the most comfortable with, and I feel like that's the best audio mix. And then music, I put it on 0. I don't want music in my ear when I'm trying to play or when I'm in the lobby. If you guys remember the Godzilla that was like screaming in our ear for a month straight, I put that down to 0, and I think everything else is default. And now we are going to get into my controller settings, which is what most of you guys are probably here for. So I do play tactical flipped. What tactical flipped means is instead of my triggers being what I aim and shoot with, I actually aim and shoot with the top bumpers. And what that does is it gives you a lot faster response time. So if you think about it, the response time for me to pull this trigger down and my gun to shoot in game is not going to be as fast as this bumper. So when you're using flipped, you're going to notice that you get the first shot off in a lot of your gunfights. So I highly recommend you guys switch to tactical flipped. It might take you a little bit to get used to. I know it took me a few days to get used to, but once you get used to it, you will notice a huge difference in your gunfights, bro. If I could recommend any one setting to you guys, it would definitely be tactical flip, man. So invert vertical look, obviously we want that off. I play on a default stick layout. My left and right stick dead zone is a 0.08. I don't want stick drift, so I wouldn't put it any lower than like 0.08, 0.07, because that's when you start to get stick drift and your gun's moving around when you're not even touching your thumbsticks. So I keep mine at 0.08. Left and right is still 0.99. I'm pretty sure that's default. And then my horizontal and vertical stick is 15-15. I used to play 20-20, but I felt like sometimes it was just too much and it was making me miss. So I put it down to 15-15, and I've left it there ever since, and I feel pretty good with that. ADS sensitivity multiplier, I play on 0.68. That's just kind of a random number that I got used to and I never switched. I try to keep it between 0.65 and 0.70. Anything higher than that, I feel like is too fast. Custom sensitivity per zoom, I turn this off because personally I feel like if you have a different sensitivity for every scope in the game, you're not going to be used to any of them. Like if every time you use a different sight on a gun, the sensitivity changes, you're going to be used to so many different sensitivities that it's just going to throw your shot off. So I keep that the off. For my aim response curve type, I do use dynamic. For me personally, dynamic is the best response curve type. I feel like my thumbsticks are actually perfectly like in line with what I'm trying to do when I have dynamic on. Controller vibration, I turn that off. If you still have controller vibration on, I don't know what to tell you, bro. That is hurting your game more than anything. Definitely turn controller vibration off if you have it on. Aim assist, I have standard because that is by far the best aim assist in the game. Standard aim assist is going to make your shot feel sticky to the target, and you're going to be easier. It's going to be easier for you to hit your shots on standard than any other aim assist type. Scale aim assist with FOV. Definitely make sure you guys have this enabled if you're on a PC, man. What this does is it makes your aim assist and your FOV coincide with each other, so it's going to make it feel like you're a lot more accurate when you turn this on. Definitely make sure you guys have enabled. For my steady aim behavior, I turn this to toggle. So I snipe a lot, and what this does is instead of having to click the thumbstick down and hold it down to steady your scope, you just click it down once and then it auto steadies for you. This is really good for people that snipe like me. For my use and reload behavior, I have tap, so that way I can just spam the tap button and pick up everything when I'm looting somebody. For my slide behavior, I also have tap. That helps a lot with like slide canceling and movement. If you guys don't have this on tap, I highly recommend you do that, because you can slide a lot more when you're tapping instead of having to hold and let go and hold and let go. So definitely put this on if you want better movement. And I also use automatic tactical sprint. That way I don't have to click my thumbstick down and push it forward to sprint. I just push my thumbstick forward and it automatically sprints for me. And that is going to be my updated controller settings for you guys, man. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. Also, guys, if you don't yet, make sure you go over to my Twitch, twitch.tv/sway, and drop a follow. I would really appreciate it. This video came directly from my stream, the Rebirth gameplay. So if you guys want to come say what's up, I would really appreciate that. And as always, if you're new to my channel, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're about 50 subscribers away from 25K when I'm making this video. Every sub is greatly appreciated, and I will see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.